Hey guys, Fat Man Beard here. As you can see by the t-shirt and the music in the background, there may be a theme here, and there is. Me and Mr. Tony of the Dead did a trade recently, and I'm sure most of you have seen his stuff, or his video by now. He wanted some t-shirts that I had, and I said, okay, we'll do a trade, and so he was really only interested in some DVDs or Blu-rays. Really is all I was looking to trade for. And he goes, hey, in one of his older videos, he picked up some of the Friday the 13th movies on DVD. Surprisingly, I didn't have any of the Friday the 13th on DVD. I haven't had any of them for years. I used to have all of them, or at least some of them, on VHS, but that was a long time ago. And for some reason, I just hadn't picked them up. And he goes, well, what do you want to trade for? I said, well, he goes, well, I have 3 and 5 that are factory sealed. I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll trade those. But it looks like, and I've already cut this open, he looks like he sent some extras in here as well. So, yeah, Friday the 13th was not one I was into as a young, like I discovered Freddy Krueger at 12, 13, because at that time, I don't know, I think Freddy Krueger just appealed, I think, a little more to me. But I do remember about, and many of you may remember this, when you used to have regular cable, they would give you HBO every once in a while for free, like this, you would find, I don't even know how you'd find out. Maybe they'd send something out in the mail or something, or they'd advertise it somehow. But every once in a while, HBO and Showtime both did this, where it was like, for 1 week you get HBO for free or whatever. Sometimes there'd be great movies on there that, as a youngster, we would be able to watch. And I remember one time we had free HBO, and it was after Part 3 had come out and been out for a while of Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. They showed it was like in between movies or in between a show, they would show like commercials or advertisements of movies and stuff, and they did this little 45-second blurb. It was just like this song, the man behind the mask, and it was like this kind of rock intro, and it just showed like kill scenes from Friday the 13th, and it was just a really quick 45-second. And I just remember as a child sitting there and just, it was one of those like machete scenes of Jason just like coming out of nowhere and slicing the head off of somebody, and and it was just like, oh my gosh, everything in there was just very like visually and my parents just being like trying to freak out, trying to turn the channel. And back then, we didn't have a remote or anything. I don't think even. It was like you had to get up and turn this. Actually, the cable company gave you a box so you had more channel, because their TV was so old that you had to have a box to get the higher channels at that point. So I got like freaking out trying to turn it. But that was really, I think, my first introduction to Friday the 13th, because I didn't even go on to see Friday the 13th until I was, at least the first one I was way too young for. Even the second one. And by the time the third one rolled out, I was probably like 10, 11, 12. Whoa. Was not prepared for that. I got my phone tied through it, so it must be a text message or something. But that was my only introduction. So I actually watched the Friday the 13th a lot later on in life. Like I think by the time I was like 14 or something, it was probably about Part 5 or something like by then, and I started seeing them around then. But I really wasn't as big of a fan. But I do want to get all the movies, so it does look like he sent something else in here. And there's a note. May contain sperm and spoilers. Ugh, well, peel this back carefully. Thanks for the awesome trade. I hope you're buzzed while doing this unboxing. Sorry, I'm not. That shit was funny as fuck. Thank you. I appreciate that, Tony. Anyways, I know that I only picked 2 of these for the trade, and I'm not sure if that is because you already have them or what, but I figured, what the fuck, I'm going to do with them. Haha, enjoy. And thanks again for the trade. Okay, so it sounds like he sent all of them, which is really, really nice of you, Tony. That's awesome, man. Yeah, he did. He sent them all. Thank you so much. That's so awesome of you. I can't believe you gave up all your Friday the 13th. I'm going to assume you probably have another collection of these. I did look to see if these were. I know the first, second, and third one are on Blu-ray. I'm not sure what's up with that. There's a really weird thing going on with movies. I don't understand it. I still don't understand it, I guess, is why certain things come out and certain things, like A Nightmare on Elm Street. You can buy a Blu-ray box set, but it's not a U.S. version. It's a UK version of it. So, I don't know. And then, like, I've seen double packs of, like, I know the first Nightmare on Elm Street is definitely on Blu-ray singly. The Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 and 3 are in like a double pack. But you can't get the others on Blu-ray unless you buy this UK box set. I mean, it's just so weird. Like, the biggest franchise in horror still isn't technically on Blu-ray at all. Like, all of them. It's just so bizarre to me. Same with, what was I looking at the other day? And this one is the other one. Like, slowly they're releasing Friday the 13th on Blu-ray. Like, why aren't these all on Blu-ray by now? That's just so bizarre to me. The other one I just was looking at the other day because I actually watched it on Netflix was Leprechaun 3. And they recently did come out with a US box set of it, but it's like all of them. And I only liked the first 3 Leprechauns. After that, it was like Leprechaun in the Hood, and then Leprechaun in Space, and they were just horrible. The first 3, it's like so weird, because I feel like so many movies should just continue doing what you're doing. Like, especially like Leprechaun, like, just continue on, just like you've done the first 3 movies, like, continue on, like, you know, take it from where he died in the third one, and continue, sort of the way Child's Play did. So I don't know why some of these movies are coming out on Blu-ray, some of them aren't. It's just a very bizarre thing to me, because, like, for me, I don't want to buy these huge box sets. I'd rather get them individually. I don't think, especially something like Nightmare on Elm Street, like, or even Friday the 13th. I know this is going to seem weird to people, but, like, I don't really care for the first Nightmare on Elm Street, or Friday the 13th. It's okay, but I just don't care for it as much as, you know, say 3... Wait. Okay, so this doesn't have part 2. Okay, this is part, oh no, it starts out with this is part 2, sorry. So it does start out part 2, 3, is that 5? Okay, I don't know how this goes. So, New Blood. Well, anyway, before I get to this, like, Nightmare on Elm Street, I don't like part 2. I liked 1, 3, 4, basically, is all. Dream Child was okay, and then A New Nightmare was great. But for me, Nightmare on Elm Street is just the first one, 3 and 4, really. So that's what I'm kind of being pissy about. It's like, just release them singly, so I can buy the ones I want. I don't want to spend $60 on a box set. So that's kind of this thing too. So we got part 2. Part 3, which is the still factory sealed one. 3 being my favorite, I think. I gotta go back and watch these. 3, it's either 3 or 5, I think. Okay, so we got part 3. Is this the 4th one? The final chapter? No. I don't know my Roman numerals very well. Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, this is 3. Or this is 4. The final chapter is 4, I believe. Yeah, this one's 4. And then The New Beginning. Part 5. Which I do remember liking 5. I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, it's like 3 and 5 are my favorite, I think. And then you've got Part 6, Jason Lives. And then Part 7, which is The New Blood. I can't, it's hard to remember all these Friday the 13th. There was so many of them. And they sort of all blended together after a while. But as far as I can remember, 3 and 5 were my favorites. But I can't remember. I really can't. Yeah, look at those side case covers. They always look so cool. I liked how the Friday the 13th stuff looked. But yeah, thanks so much, Tony. That's awesome. I can't believe you gave me all of them, but the one I didn't really care for, which is the first Friday the 13th. And also, too, guys, I'm sure most of you know that there is a unmasked Jason Voorhees that's going to be at San Diego Comic-Con at Pop, which has been all over the internet. So if you're a big Friday the 13th fan, I would look for that one. It will probably be very hard to get. You'll probably have to get it off of eBay, and it's probably not going to be cheap, unfortunately. So look for that, though. But yes, so thanks a lot, Tony. This is awesome. Thanks for sending the bonus stuff. That's always greatly appreciated. Sorry I'm not buzzed. But you never know. You never know when another one of those videos is going to pop up. You never know. So, I feel like I'm just I feel like I'm just rambling through this whole video, but I just had to bitch about horror movies and the way they've been released. It's just, I feel like a lot of horror movies just don't get the proper treatment. And I think a lot of these companies treat horror movies like, we'll get around to it when we get to it. We have bigger fish to fry as far as putting things on Blu-ray. But I think they forget, that the horror fans are very passionate about these kinds of things. And I think they forget that the sales of these are pretty high because people, things like, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, things like that. Those are things that will always sell. You put Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 4 on Blu-ray, and you can sell that pretty much all day. Because those are the big ones, really. Same with this. You put 3 and 5 out, I'm sure they'd sell millions of copies. So it's very strange. Yeah, that's it, guys. Well, I got one more video I'm going to do, which is my my Blu-ray horror / Blu-ray / DVD haul. Some of it's DVD, some of it's Blu-ray. So that will be up tonight too. So we'll see you later, guys.